Mr. Navendra is online, and he is our previous PS he has taken, and ITL lot of courses from Simplilearn he has taken. He is one of our old customer, we can say, old participant. Yes, Navendra, you can start up with the class. Miss Veena is live now.
Okay. Hi, Veena. This is Nobendu. Let me introduce myself. I am an electrical engineer from Jadavpur University, Kolkata, 2003 batch. And from then I am in project management for last 10 years. I have been doing project management in Siemens for last 7.5 years. And we have been using SAP as a tool for project management. But we are actually using SAP as an user, you can say. So from the user point of view, yeah, I know SAP a bit, but not much. So recently, it came into my mind that because after completing my PMP, the project management professional training and certification also. I found that there are a lot of opportunities in IT industry as well for me. Speaking to my friends and a lot of other old colleagues who are already in IT industry. So I thought that it would be nice to join IT industry also and have experience in that particular area. So after PMP, I went to ITIL Foundation training, which I completed in September, and the certification also. And now from Simplilearn, I took an online course for that PS module, user training only, to just brush up my knowledge in PS. Because in office in Siemens we use SAP, some part of some part of PS, but not having a full overview of PS as a whole. So I took that online course for last 10 days, and I am going through that at home. Just to find out what are the things, what are the options available in PS for project managers. And so that's what I'm going through. Apart from that, I do not have any other knowledge on the configuration part or the implementation part of PS, because I have never worked in those areas. So my my intention or my requirement is I want to know this configuration as well as to get into implementation projects in future. Because I have been applying to different organizations to get a chance in SAP PS implementation project as project manager, because I have knowledge of project management, and I want to gather more knowledge in SAP PS, so that I can get my certification in future. Because the appearing for certification, the criteria is maybe not fulfilling at this moment for me, but I want to gather the knowledge so that it could be easier for me to appear for the certifications also in future in SAP PS. So I think this particular course will be helpful to me first to learn and then get ready for certifications in future also.
Okay. So at present you are working somewhere?
I'm in Siemens, SIEMENS, Siemens.
Oh, right now you are with Siemens only.
Yes, I am in Siemens project division. We are doing industrial projects, but not IT projects. It's all industrial projects, that's hardcore projects. And we are using SAP. You know Siemens?
Yeah,
tell me.
Siemens. So Siemens is using the SAP, right?
Yes, we are using SAP for a long time.
So
maybe in India we are the one of them.
Yeah, Siemens is really one of the big companies. So Siemens, which module you have worked?
Actually, in SAP, in projects we used to use some part of and the PS also. So mostly MM and PS.
Okay, so you are familiar with the screens and you are know how front end is look and how the transactions happen, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So you are aware about the transactional data and pulling the report and such
Yes, yes,
part.
yes. That because I may not have worked in each and every in each and every sub module or each and every, we call it course, this
Yeah,
CJ93, lot of things are there, lot of code. I may not be familiar with all the codes, but some of the codes definitely we used to use every day.
but definitely
But I
you
know,
have at least an idea, and as well as you have done PMP, so you know how the projects works actually.
yes, because I know what is project, how the project works.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing this for last 10 years. So that's the best. I mean, that is the core knowledge I have of project, you can say.
So that's good because any software which is in an industry related to the project, whether it's SAP PS or it's a Microsoft project management tool or it's an Oracle tool, all are having the base of PMP only. Because PMP is the body who decide actually how the project works, and they have a well-defined processes in every phases. So
Yes.
all the softwares are based upon PMP only. So when we will go through this project systems also, many times you can correlate with your PMP knowledge here also, because base is same, process is same. Okay, because when we working with the project, all projects will have initialization phase and planning, then execution, monitoring, and closure. These are the 5 phases defined by PMP, and this is the 5 phases all projects follow. Okay, it again depends upon the project, whether it's a well-defined project and sequentially project, then some steps might be skipped. Okay, like if you are in manufacturing industry, we know descriptive manufacturing and all that part. And there are some projects like pilot project. If I'm doing pilot project, then all phases will come. But once my project is set, then I don't require the initialization and so many phases which we do. So definitely the SAP project system is based upon the PMP base, like that. Okay, so you right now working with the Siemens and you aware about the project systems, how it works. So it's make my work more simpler. Because I mean, so one way it's very advantage for me that you are aware about the project systems concepts. Many times it's happened that people are not even aware about the concepts of like projects. And
actually, some people, go on.
Yeah, go ahead, no issue.
No, actually, I have seen a lot of people came from background, not only project background, they came from some other background, and or maybe the freshers. They come to know SAP and they want to learn SAP. But fortunately, I got a chance in SAP to use SAP and to learn project management and use project management in daily work. And in Siemens also we have standards, which is can say kind of a copy paste from PMP only. But we have a different, we have a kind of project system. We have kind of project guidelines, something like PMP. So this project. I know projects, you can say, because this is our daily routine job.
Yes.
We are doing projects for last 10 years. So this is definitely helpful to me, and so I got a chance of working in SAP also. So I am definitely fortunate for that.
Yeah. Okay, while we studying this model, I try to give you the overall view of the project system. Okay, but definitely when you are working with Siemens or you are working with any client in future, there are so many developments that happen based upon the client. Okay, so
your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking so far.
Okay, are you able to hear now?
Yeah. I think it's, you're talking from remote, I think.
Okay. When we are working with when we are when we go through these presentations and when we go through this learning phases, I will try to give you the overall view of the SAP project system. But sometimes it may be happen that there are few things you will find only in the Siemens. Like I had seen such screen or such tab or such option in Siemens, but I'm not finding it here. Okay. The reason is that there are some developments that happen only at the client location, client level. It means Siemens want that new feature, or so maybe if I'm working with some another company, they want some particular feature for their application. So some developments are happen apart from standard.
Okay.
Okay.
So kind of tailor-made, you can say. It's like tailor-made. It's a specific for that organization.
Yes, it's like all SAP projects which are happening in the industry are tailor-made. Because everybody having their own requirement, their own way to pull the data, their reporting and other things. And many times it happens that there are some legacy systems from there they are migrating to the SAP. So they want some feature of that legacy system. There are so many other things in the real application. Okay, so just don't get confused if you find that okay, this was the additional tab I had found on Siemens, or this is the additional option I had seen in Siemens screen. Okay. So whatever we are looking, it's just standard, like this is a standard recipe. Okay, but you know, people are as per their region, we put it some other spices to make it our own flavor. The pizza which we got in India and the pizza which we get in US is totally different, but it's suit to Indian style, so we add our own spices like that.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So anywhere if you find any doubt or something, we will tell you. Regarding today, I'll just give you the overview of the project. Okay. Actual learning we will start from tomorrow, because unfortunately I do not have an SAP access today, so I'm not able to log in the SAP system. So I'll just give you the overview how the SAP PS work. Okay. As you are aware, all projects will have the initialization phase. Any project, first of all, the concepts get created. Okay, I wanted to do this project. So first project initialization will be there. After your project initialization is done, there is a planning will be done. Normally the planning is either rough cut or detailed planning will also happen. Once your planning is complete, suppose that I am planning to purchase one new house in Mumbai. So this is my first project. So I will have some planning. Okay, I can have a budget of 50 lakh. So that is my planning. Then we do the detailed planning at that down level. Okay, you do the planning by area wise, and you see the connectivity with your house to your office, to your schools and other parts. Okay, then you have a detailed planning. Once your detailed planning is completed, then you have to see the budgets. Okay, fine. I have a desire to have a flat of 50 lakh, but I can have a purchasing power is of only 35 lakh. So actual budget may be different than your planning. So we do the budgeting. Once the budget is done, the project is ready to use the budget. So now your purchase requisition, purchase order, material procurement, then if any resource is working, then that resource allocation will happen for your project. Then once the actual amount will start to come to your project, the people will confirm their hours, or the material will actually come to the location of the site. We can say the work will start, and you will start to give the actual amount.
Yes.
In project, you are aware, have you any time be a part of settlement team? Have you done settlement in project in your...
procurement, yes.
Okay, very good.
I have done procurement also. I mean, that is a routine job. Yeah, so purchase order, making purchase order, PR, I mean the purchase requisition, PR, then PO, then you can say the booking of the cost, like actual cost, committed cost. I know all these things. Right? Actual
Okay,
cost,
very
committed
good.
Cost.
Okay, very good.
Plan cost. These things we are going through every day.
Okay, that's good. So now the all cost will come to my project, and normally we know project cannot keep any cost with the project. Project has to pass this cost to FI. Okay, and this costs go to the FI, then they will have P&L account, balance sheet account, and they will pull the balance sheets for the company, and other part will start. So always is the project, the normally the cost go monthly, quarterly. Okay, it depends upon the client how they pass the cost. Some client pass the cost monthly to FI guys. Some client pass the cost quarterly. Okay, And there are some clients who pass the cost yearly. It really depends upon the client. But yes, 95% client pass the cost on monthly basis. Each month the amount is go from project system to the FI. So whatever is the amount on the project, it has to go back to your FI guys. And the amount with the project will become zero.
Okay.
Okay.
It
So
happens at the end of the month. It happens
yes,
at the
end of the month.
or...
It's normally 31st or 30th of the month happens.
Okay.
Normally either 31st or it may be on first day of next month.
Okay, because normally we used to book, all the costs every day in the month, and definitely we got a cut-off time of say 12 o'clock on the 30th. Before that, we have to book all the costs in system,
Yes,
and
because
then it goes to FI in maybe next day or maybe on the same day.
Because normally there are so many other people also, like PS is the one area who is passing value to FI. There are SD people, sales people also pass the value. There are so many other people also passing the value.
Yes.
So what these people will normally do, they give the slot time. Okay, PS guys, first day you will pass from this to this, you do all the value passing. Normally, and sometimes it happens there are interdependencies of cost. Okay, it means suppose that there are some like joint ventures are there. Like if it is in oil and gas industry or shipping industry where joint ventures are working. In such cases, first of all, your cutbacks and other parts has to be clear. Then the settlement has to go. So first that job will run, then this job will run. So there are so many interdependencies are there. No need to worry for that now. Just remember that each month end, the cost will go from project to FI for settlements. Okay, and once whole your project is get complete, you have to close the project. That is a normal process for every project. Like even I am doing any household project or I am searching a house, I select the house, I make my planning, then I do budget, actual money get released from my bank, then I construct or purchase the house, whatever is it. Then one fine day, it's get closed. The things are get closed for that project. Okay. So once your project is complete, it has to close. That is the normal process for the project system. So now we are looking in the projects is created. For each project, we have some definite time period that this project has to complete 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, whatever may be the period. And each project having one goal to achieve over a period of time. Correct? That's okay. I wanted to purchase a house. So that's my goal. And I have some timeline. Okay, within like 6 months, I have to purchase a house. So I have a timeline. I have a goal. Definitely then I required a resource. Resource may be a man. It may be a machine or any another software. Like when we are working with the software industry, the resources are laptop, people, and any software like authorized software. Like Microsoft or whatever may be to complete my work, I need that software. So that is also a resource. Suppose that I have a laptop, I have a resource, but if I don't have a software, I can't do anything. Okay, so you require the resources and you require a cost. So while in project system, we are looking each area in detailed way. If I say timeline, in timeline, how the timeline is get calculated for any project. What are the different, as you learn PMP, you know the floats, right?
Yes.
Critical path method, that same is get discussed again in scheduling of project system. We are looking costing in detail, okay, how the costing is happen in project system. Then we can see the resource allocation, how the resources get allocated to my project, how the resource billing is happen, okay. And for everything there are so many methods. For resource allocations or for the paying of the resources, okay. There may be some other interfaces also will be available. Maybe some client use within SAP option, some use another options than SAP. Because they maybe have some legacy system or they are comfortable with some another software. A number of reasons are there for that. Okay, so we are looking each and every. Yeah. Yes, Sumendu. Are you able to hear me?
Your last sentence, I could not understand your last sentence because Your voice
Okay.
is breaking.
Okay, so there are so many options, but we are looking each and every
Hello.
options. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Are you able to hear? Hello.
Hello. Hello. Your
Hello.
voice is breaking actually. I can't hear. There is a communication. I think there is a signal problem. Something is happening. I just
Maybe
hear
some.
beep beep only. Nothing else.
Oh, maybe some signal problem
I
then.
cannot hear your voice properly.
Now you are able to hear.
I cannot hear your voice properly.
Still not?
It's breaking.
Oh, it's still breaking. Surprising.
No, I can hear your voice properly. Sound is okay, but I think the hello, sound is okay. Sound quality is okay, but the problem is it's breaking. It's discontinuous. It's not continuous actually. Not the volume. Not the volume.
Oh, is it?
I think I think the problem with the this signal, or maybe the internet. This particular thing is
Maybe.
not to work. I think.
Okay. Okay, now when we working with the project, we are first of all will look the project overview, definition and
Okay.
concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then project management, how we do it in project system.
Mm-hmm.
Project structure is either organizational structure way or work breakdown structure. That is, whenever we construct any project, either we can make the process oriented project or we can have an organizational structure project. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you can have the networks, activities, they having same meaning as you have learned in the PMP. When we working with the project, there are n number of projects working, okay, but all the projects having only two categories, investment project and customer project. Investment project is the project which we are doing investment for our own company.
Okay.
And customer project is the project I am going to sell my product to someone else. Suppose that Toyota wanted to set up its own new plant in India. So it's an investment project for Toyota. Okay?
Okay.
And when the investment projects are happen, people are like they are interested to know about the investment, but they does not monitor small activities, because I am investing my money for the long term.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so suppose that there are two states who propose, like Gujarat or Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. If three states propose, like you can come and set up in my state, they will see the person. So normally investment projects follow a totally different process, which we are not looking in the project, this training. We are just focusing only on the customer project.
Okay.
In the customer project, normally we are looking each and every activity, and we can see where we can make the cost reduction in any activity if we can able to do. So customer project, I am going to check the revenue, how much money I am going to get after selling this project.
Yes.
There is no revenue calculation in investment project, because I am doing investment. I does not see the revenue. It's for my own company or for my own business, like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in customer project, I am selling, so revenue is important. So these two areas, like take any project in the industry, whether it's a research and development or marketing project, any project. End of the day, they are either investment project or a customer project. If it is research and development project, first in initial phase is definitely investment project, because if I am finding any new vaccination, I don't know, this is investment for me. If I am successful, I can encash that money later. But at this moment, it's an investment for me.
Mm-hmm.
So any project you take in the market, it's either investment or customer. There are different names to the project, like marketing project, survey project, or research and development project. So many names are there, but end of the day, they are either investment or a customer project. Okay. So we are looking how these projects can be, like what is the, how to create the project, what is the back end transaction we have to do, configuration part, because as you are aware about the front end, whatever you look front end is actually customization from back end.
Yes.
It is the consultant who decides how the front end should look, or what authorization user should get to do on front end. Okay, you can control so many things on the back end. Okay, so this is the projects. So all projects are complex, unique, and involve high degree of risk. Every project will have its goals, okay, and they are limited in duration, and they are subject to the specific quality requirement. And so many departments are involved with the projects, and they are mostly strategically important for any business to carry out. Okay, the projects are part of your business, and this part. Then to able to carry out the project in entirely, a project goal must be prescribedly described. For any project to complete, to do, you have to define what you want to achieve by that project. Okay, if your goal is not clear, if there is an ambiguity in goal, project cannot be completed properly. And project can be structured as per organization or as per the process. Process in the sense, if you go to the assembly line of the automobile sector, if you see all the workers are standing, vehicle is only moving one place to another place on the conveyor. So this is like a process wise. Okay, and if you see, there are some projects who work on the organizational level. Like first of all, this within organization there is like a purchasing department, you have design department. So the project is work in the organizational level, like department wise. So you can decide how the project structure should be, and the project structure is different from each project, each client. Okay, we can propose them, but it depends upon their requirement, their business, because they know their business better than us. So they tell us, okay, I want in organizational way, and then they say, no, I don't want in this way. We want in the process way, we are working in this way. So based upon the client requirement, we have to decide the structure of any project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So as I said, there are different types of projects. You have investment project, marketing project, customer project, or a service project. If I'm sending my vehicle for servicing to the Toyota, it's a service station for them. So for them, it's a service project. If you have a plant, the plant maintenance people, if you know, they have a daily maintenance, weekly maintenance, monthly maintenance schedule for them. Okay, so you can have plant maintenance projects also, research and development project, then IT project. So many projects will be there, but end of the day, all projects, either it's internal, which is the investment project, or a customer project. There are so many industries. As we know, when we working with any company, you have this industry like engineering and construction, oil and gas, utilities, service, transport, chemical industries, high technology, then you have construction industries. Normally, like each industry having its own sets of rules. Irrespective of the company, everyone follow the same process. If I am saying any automobile company, whether it's a Toyota, whether it's a Hyundai, it's a BMW, whosoever is it, there may be some difference in here and there, but everyone follows same principle. Everyone is having one chassis, everyone will have the body, everyone will have the doors. Okay, maybe there is some additional features or functionality will be different, but 90% of the body is same in all the vehicles, right? Everybody will have the engines, everybody will have the brake systems, whether it's a disc brake and other brakes, that is a difference. But overall, the process will be the same. So whenever we are working with the SAP, people are coming with the SME of the industry, and they tell us how the systems are there. If you are working with the SAP, you find SAP also having the templates for these industries. Like for automobile, they have one template, and these templates are created with the people who are in the industry like 20 years, 22 years. So they give their inputs, how that automobile industry works, what is the requirement, like that. So based upon that, one standard template is get created. So whenever, suppose next time Hyundai wanted to go for implementation of a SAP that, then we propose them this package. Definitely all the features may not be Hyundai like, they may ask to change few here and there things. But 90% work is done, 10% icing change is done. Okay? And this is like coming up with like a huge experienced people in the industry. So you don't need to dig up each and everything again. So many things are ready-made. You just need to, use it for your use.
Yes. Yes.
So if you look in the SAP right now, it's a very vast. There are so many fields are coming up, so many areas are merging, and SAP is also doing merger and acquisition of so many other industries right now. So all projects you have, for completion of any projects, you require resources, you require cost, then there is a specific time period to complete that project. Every project will have risk. And whenever you are delivering any project, quality is mandatory. I cannot accept any quality which is given by my manufacturer. If it is defect, then again warranty, guarantee, that part come in picture. Okay, and nowadays how the rules are more stringent and they are more customer friendly than manufacturer friendly. Okay, so I can sue my manufacturer, something fault is there. So the projects are a balancing act between differentiating demands, bottlenecks, for instance, limited resource. As you have done PMP, so you are aware about the risk part. Yes. All projects have the risk. Okay, there are unknown risk. It may be sometimes happen that the person who is very good in design in my company who may put the paper. It's a risk to me. Okay, or sometimes it's like some government strike had happened. It's unforeseeable. We can't control few things in our hand. So any such, this is known and unknown risk are there. So all projects having known, unknown risk are there. So if you know the risk, anticipated plans are created. For unknown risk, you have to be prepared like that. Okay, so as we say, when we are working with the project, there is a structure of the project, whether it's an organizational structure or it's a process structure. Okay, so if it is work breakdown structure, shows the individual element of the project in hierarchical structure. You are aware about the work breakdown structure, right?
Yes.
WBS. So, if I wanted to carry some process, I'll create the WBS structure. Suppose that I'm constructing one apartment. In that apartment, again, it depends upon the consultant, how they wanted to structure the WBS. Suppose that I'm constructing one apartment. One consultant will say, I will make 1 BHK as a 1 WBS. So all the 1 BHK flat will come under this WBS. And I'll make another WBS for 2 BHK, another for 3 BHK. But some consultant might be say, I say first floor is 1 WBS, second floor is another WBS. It's really the structure and the construction of this project depends upon the consultant to consultant. If you go to the doctor also, one doctor prescribe one medicine, another doctor maybe give another. It's not hard and fast that this is the right or this is the wrong. When we working in software industry, if you give the code to 2 people, both the people write different code. It totally depends upon your experience and your other things. Okay, neither this is wrong or right, but depends upon your experience and view. It's like that. So in work breakdown structure also, this will work as an operative structure. You can do your planning, you can decide your budgeting, dates, everything you can do at the work WBS level. Then you have the network. Okay, during the life of project, networks are used as a basis for planning, controlling, monitoring, dates and all. And activity level, you can assign the people, you can assign the materials, documents, drawings in your project. Okay, so you can assign self document, or you have some design of your some new product, or in automobiles you can assign the engine designs. Okay, and when I'm assigning or when I'm uploading any design, any person across the global can see that part. You don't need to send it through emails or other part. Okay, this is like a structure. If you have a WBS only, you can have only WBS structure here, no other structure. Okay, this is one WBS, another WBS, and
Yeah.
You can go up to as many as depth as you want. Here, here it's only 1, 2, 3, 4 levels they had shown. You can go up to any level you want. It depends upon you.
Yeah.
And here you have network and activities. Okay. And here is the interdependency between the different activities you have. And this is the complete project with activities and work breakdown structure.
Yes.
Okay. So WBS structure is a model of the project and show the project activities to be fulfilled in the hierarchical form. It forms the operative basis for planning, costing, revenue, payment. Okay.
Yeah.
The activities are used to show the flow of the project. How, like, within, suppose that I have one WBS called electrical activity. Within, like, electrical, there are so many activities in electrical WBS. So there you have so many activities who show the process flow of the electrical work in your project. Okay. So when activities are assigned to WBS, date and cost, it means suppose that these two activities, the cost of these activities is get aggregated into up level.
Yes.
So the cost of this will go up to here. And from these two WBS, cost will go here, and all these 4 go up here. So combinedly at the top level you come to know, okay, to complete this project I required of 40,000 rupees. Okay, if you are selling, then definitely sales people will put their margin, whatever is get decided, and send a quotation to the client.
Yes.
This is the normal process. Like, okay, normally they get the inquiry, based upon inquiry they create the project, they come to know, okay, to complete this project I need a 50,000 rupees. Then sales people put their margin and they send a quotation to the client. Then they have negotiation and other part will happen, and then the sales order will get released. So this is the normal way happens in the customer project way. Okay.
So during estimation also, I mean, during you can say this when people are coding for a project or the estimation of a project, some we can use this kind of we can use WBS and activities also. Which is the activity, what is the cost coming in which WBS to find out the estimation of a project.
Yes, this is like suppose that I'm go to the Dell. I wanted to purchase one Dell new computer. So you normally it's happened with the Dell that you have to go to log into their website and you have to give your required configuration. You have to select your hard disk, your RAM, and any new feature if you want, Bluetooth you want, everything you decided. Then I submit that inquiry to the Dell. On back end, their sales people got that inquiry and they know the catalog amount. Like, okay, for RAM, how much is the cost, hard disk, how much is the cost, and how much is the cost to assembly. Okay. So this is just a small project, but if it is a big project, they create the back end, the projects are get created. Definitely they does not go to the each and every activity, but they know overall to completion of this work how much amount is required.
Yes.
Okay, suppose that there is one activity of electrical. In electrical there may be, while actually executing it may be having 50 activities, but over experience they know to complete this 50 activity how much time and money is required.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
maybe
and definitely
maybe they need not to go to the bottom.
Yes, definitely when they giving the quotation. Yeah, so they just overall rough cut planning they make it okay.
Yes.
But when actually negotiation happen, that time actually they have to see okay where I can cut the cost.
Yes.
Because sometimes it's happened that clients say okay you are giving me this laptop in 50,000, that another person is giving me the Samsung maybe like 45,000. Can you match the price? That time then they really say okay where I can cut, where I can do better. Okay, but normally in quotation, in first quotation always the prices go high. It's like there is a negotiation of second round, third round, the rounds after round is there. That time again we are looking in project, there are some simulation versions are there. You can see okay can I reduce this part, can I reduce that part, and I see can I the cost is got down. Okay, so there are so many ways, but normally like whenever I got inquiry and we do projects, the projects are normally not full-fledged, like everything is not defined. Over a period of time, once you get purchase order, yes, we start to do the actual one.
Yeah, but okay. we can definitely make the WBS structure or activities.
Yes.
And we can do it before getting the order also.
Yes, definitely.
because it will be, maybe if we get the order, maybe it will be helpful in executing, or if we do not get the order also, it will be worth as a reference for the future quotation.
Yes,
So we can
definitely.
use, because normally in Siemens we used to get into this after at the time of execution, when the order is in hand. But what I feel that we can use this particular thing also during execution.
Correct.
Yeah. So normally we do not do in Siemens, but we can do it.
Yes, I agree. The same point. What you
Mhm.
say is like we can do that way. Okay, this part from I think we require systems to Mendu. So can we meet tomorrow 4 o'clock?
Okay, fine. No issue.
Okay,
Should we
because
stop?
today it's pardon.
Should we stop now, or
Yeah,
should
we will
stop
stop
now?
today. We will stop
Okay.
today because from here onward, I really I feel.
This has to
Okay,
be
just
continuous. This has to be.
no.
This has to be
Okay. Okay, this is the things which we have discussed now: quotation, order, and billing. The same phase which we have right now discussed. Okay. Then PS having integration with different modules like FI,
Okay.
CO, MM,
Okay.
production, sales, HR. Okay. PS is the module who having the highest integration of the other modules.
Can you say again?
PS is the module who having the highest integration with other modules.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So this is the same. You have integration with FI guys, CO guys. Then you have HR integration, production, and MM and all that. So in MM you have purchase requisition, purchase order, goods receipt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So all this your purchase requisitions is created through project. So everything will happen with reference to project. Okay, when you have created purchase requisition, or have you given the account assignment category on purchase requisition anytime, like cost center or something like that, or internal order or WBS? Have you given like that?
Yes.
While creating
For
purchase
purchase requisition, we have to
Yes.
give the WBS number only.
Yeah, so that is like with reference to PS only. So amount will come to your PS.
Yes.
Then you have a sales, like revenue. It's normally come from the sales. So if you're having the sales team is there, then you have the revenue mapping with project. If you have any production, if your company doing some production, then PP will come in picture, because the production order, everything gets created from your project. Internal CO will come in picture if you are using the internal order, or if you are using any cost. FI definitely come in picture. For company code, you have to give company code. Then all GL account, everything is get defined in FI. HR, if you are using any person to allocate your activity. So PS having the integration with so many modules, and it's again depend upon the client with which module it will have more integration. If you are working with software, we do not have any integration with production, because we are not doing any production anywhere. We don't have any production line, as well as we don't have any plant. So plant maintenance will not come in picture. So it depends upon the
will not be there.
PP will not be there. No, MM will be there to purchase the laptops or software, but they are not so active as they are in the manufacturing.
Yes.
If you see in manufacturing, the purchasing departments are huge, and they have really vendor and negotiation. It's like real MM, you can say that.
Yes.
That much, not so much in the software, like the purchasing the laptops and each laptop having its own way. It's not so full-fledged MM. There is no production, because we are not doing any production order creation, as well as there is no plant maintenance we people have. Okay. So normally in software, more integration will be the HR module, because all people are more resources like people. So HR will be there. FI will be the more for the payments or salaries or other parts. Okay. So it depends upon the industry, in which industry you are, and what type of module it will have more integration. If you work with some another industries like in manufacturing and all, there may not be HR is so active, because all peoples are, with work center, they are assigned, every day they have their job, routine work like that. So it's a different industry. It depends upon the industry how the integration will happen. Okay, from here onwards, I think we
That
require.
means what do you see that this No, I have a question. This in IT industry,
Yeah.
these IT companies,
Okay.
they are also doing project management. So
Yes.
they are using PS as a tool for project management, because one is they are doing, say they are doing an implementation project. Say IBM is doing one implementation project, and that project manager, he is managing his project through PS. So that means he's implementing SAP in one of the customers, and he's using SAP PS as his project management tool. So is that so? I mean, like say I'm a IT, say, for example, I'm a IT project manager. I'm doing an implementation project for one of my customers. But for my own project, I mean, this is my project. So I'm using PS as a tool for my project. That means they are using PS as a tool for their project.
They can use.
But is it normal? Is it normally happening in IT industry? Because
It's again in IT industry, there are like internal softwares. Okay. Actually speaking, what happened for the all big industries, like it's a TCS, Infosys, or any big industry, the sales team is actually doing this quotation part.
The sales people.
Okay. Sales people. Suppose that there is some implementation of some automobile come. So this is first sales people who quote. Okay. Once like the involvement of project manager and other people is nowhere. So only sales people who the project. Actually speaking, many times it's happened that sales people agree to do something that it's not possible to do on real life.
No, it's truly speaking, it happened in our industry also.
It's like,
because
people are agreed
yes,
to get the project, then
yes.
Project managers start to shout, yeah, this is not possible with this money. How can you agree?
Definitely. So it happens in all industry. It happens
for
in all industry.
people, to get the project is important, whether you do or not. That is delivery manager's headache.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. This fight always goes in our industry also. We have different teams. We call it one acquisition team and another one is execution team. Like say one is your sales group, one is our project management group, and at the time of handover the project to project management group, this kind of fight always goes on.
Yeah, so normally, okay, when they got the project, they ask us, okay, give us the estimation, kitna hoga ye project banane ka karke. Okay, so we give the estimation to them. But later on, when actually the requirement comes, we say, boss, you have not agreed for this point. You have not told me. While I do the estimation, these things will be there. Then this man says, no man, next party asked me, there is another party was sitting. What to do? Please manage this time. This is a new customer. Next time, next billing, we will adjust. This is, like, chaos is there. And this is like...
This is very normal.
Yeah.
And in our industry also, this is very normal, and mostly with the, like resource. Resource is the one point which salespeople and project management people will never agree. Resource part. Means, the human resource or the material, both ways.
Definitely, like,
with some of those, this cycle will always go on.
Yeah, so even I use it. Whatever, when I do my estimation, I have taken in consideration some few assumptions. If my assumption itself is totally changed, my estimation will collapse. That is like common scenario. But yes, there are the companies who use the SAP, and there are some another legacy systems along with SAPs are used. Yes, but the requirement change, costing change.
But my question was, do they use SAP PS as a tool for their project management?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There are so many companies are using that become really good way to get more accuracy.
Because we are using, like Microsoft Project, even other tools are also there in Siemens, which we use as a project management tool. But I saw in SAP PS we have a lot of other tools available in SAP PS, which we can also use. So we can also use for our daily activities.
Yes, but it's again, depends upon the client. And one another
Yes.
thing is that SAP till today is a costly, and each user they have
Yes.
charged.
Yes.
Okay, so sometimes people are reluctant. Even we know there is like iPhone 5 is better, I know, but the price is also I will look. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
the Indian market is very price sensitive. Not Indian market, all markets are price sensitive. But definitely once you use Apple, it's the best application in the right now in mobile. If you're used to that phone, you'll not shift to any other mobile. But definitely not every client, not everyone is ready to for such investment and so many things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And many times it's happened that there are already proven or installed software. People don't want why it's not go wrong anything, right? काम कर रहा है ना तो continue. That's management mentality. We all know. करके. So that could be a constraint sometimes. करके. So, but definitely project system can use. There are some industries who are using that effectively in projects, systems, or any other modules they are using. Okay, so then we will meet tomorrow 4 o'clock. I'll be tomorrow 4 o'clock. Okay, sorry for today because there is some connectivity issues had happened.
I know that. Usually it happened to me also, but it started out quickly. But in your case, it took a little more time. But it's not an issue. We can start tomorrow.
Tomorrow we will meet, and I'll get access of system also for SAP system, so that I can log in system and show you. You are aware, but still okay. I'll just brush up your thoughts. Okay?
Yeah, fine. Just one or two questions I have.
Yeah.
I'll share you one thing. Right now I am in Simplilearn, Kolkata, and there is a discussion going on that I may have to go to Siemens Mumbai for 3 months, and that's why I was in a hurry to finish my course by November.
Okay.
Now, what do you think that how many days we have to, how much hours it will need? Will be possible for you to complete this within November? Because if I
I'll try my level best, Bandu. I'll try my level best. Okay, because for me, one advantage is that you aware about the concept. Okay, so I can just go little faster for you. Because you know most of the concepts. I don't need to go and teach you what is the activity, what is the WBS, and
Those I know.
Yeah, so
only thing I know how to. I do not know the back end. What is happening in that the back end?
Yes.
That I do not know.
So what we will do, I'll just try to give you the overview from the front end how it looks, and we will more look the back end.
Yes, that's
okay. And rather than just going each and every step, I think with your background, if you know the overall process, that is more than sufficient. Because I don't think you are the person who need to go and do one P-code execution and other part. Okay, so if you know the overall how it function, how it works, it will more beneficial for you than just lemon work to do.
Okay, and one thing, because this month I will be little free, you can say, because this month I will not have much office work. So if you feel that we can sit for weekdays also, you can definitely tell me. I will be available. If you are free on weekdays, because I am free in weekdays.
Actually, the weekdays my problem is like I have a small kid. Okay, the weekends happen. I have a small baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a baby. So weekends, what happened? My husband.
How old is he or she?
He is a he, and he is like 3 years old. So what happened on weekends? My husband takes care of him. So I got.
I will tell one thing. There is a similarity between you and me. I have a kid, son, 2 years old. His birthday is coming on 17th, coming month. This month 17th. So I mean, he's very keen to stay with me always. So actually now I am sitting in another house actually. Because if I sit in my own house, he will not leave me.
So
I'm sitting in my sister's house.
My son does not allow me to do. If you start something, he comes. Mom, I want
No,
food,
no.
I want this. So, you get distracted. Weekdays, what happens? Weekends, I give him to my husband. He takes him to park here, there,
Understood,
and I
understood.
can finish my work. That's the only. Anyway,
Understood.
tomorrow we will do a little bit more time, like 4 to 7
Fine.
or something. Okay?
Fine. No issue.
And I think you will do it fast. I have no doubt for you now. You are much, much better.
Fine. Another question, because I am
Yeah.
very new to this. I have
Yeah.
years of experience on this. Now, what do you think with my background? Because I have talked to Simplilearn and because I have talked to some authorization center also, training authorization center. They all told me that you concentrate on PS module that suits your experience, and definitely this will help you to get some opportunities in SAP implementation project, because I am interested to switch it to IT industry through this avenue. So do you think that definitely this will be helpful to me?
You will get it. Don't worry. You will get it.
Because people,
Even in Siemens itself, is one of the player in the implementation. So within Siemens, you can even look.
See, actually, what is happening, to police sharing with you, Siemens, I am a very established person. I am a recognized person. I have got a top talent in Siemens. So Siemens, even top management, they used to talk to me directly.
Okay.
But the problem, what is happening in Calcutta now, this particular core industry is not that in that good shape in Kolkata.
Okay.
And that's why Siemens is trying to wind up from Calcutta. Not the entire part of it. Maybe sales part will be there, but the project part they are concentrating on Mumbai centrally. So regionally, even Chennai office is also they are winding up from Chennai office. Normally project department. They are shifting project departments to Mumbai. And now my problem is I have a baby. My wife is working in PCS. She is also she's in Pega systems actually. She's working in Pega. So she is in Kolkata. So I want to switch because I want to stay in Kolkata. And I saw there are opportunities in IT industry, because IT industry now this is a good time for IT industry. In IT industry, so people even in Kolkata also the market is good.
IBM, I think, if I'm not wrong, IBM having good base.
Yes, there are IBM, Accenture, Capgemini, there are WDC, web development companies, a lot of SAP guys in Kolkata. So I thought it would be because I want to be in Kolkata for a while because of my family restrictions, my kid, my wife. So I want to be in Kolkata for a while. And I thought that it would be after doing the PMP and ITIL, I thought that it would be nice to look into SAP also, because this is where I can get an opportunity. This can be one of the avenues. Only I was worried that whether I am selecting a right module or not. Because people used to talk about MM, SD, FI, CO. But PS is it's kind of nobody discuss about PS more actually. But, maybe that's why I was very worried whether I am selecting a right module, whether PS